Good evening. I'm Mayor Maddie Parker, and I'm here with Susan Sheffield, President and Chief Executive Officer of GM Financial. It is a joy to welcome you to the 43rd Annual Parade of Lights in downtown Fort Worth. This festive tradition has been a highlight of the city's holiday celebrations since 1983. Laughter, joy, and a shared love of Fort Worth are the reasons why the North Texas community gathers here for this cherished event year after year. This love of Fort Worth is a feeling I share with Susan.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mayor Parker. On behalf of our entire team at GM Financial, we wish you the happiest of holiday seasons. This year, we are excited to kick off the parade with more than 100 illuminated floats, which are ready to make their way through the city's streets. 2025 marks GM Financial's 8th year sponsoring the Parade of Lights, and the excitement surrounding this event is rekindled each year. We are honored to celebrate the spirit of the season with our Fort Worth community and the entire North Texas region.
Thank you, Susan. Tonight, the spotlight will shine on some of Fort Worth's best artists and entertainers from our vibrant performing arts community. So, without further ado, let the lights sparkle, the floats dazzle, and the smiles shine. Enjoy the 43rd Annual GM Financial Parade of Lights.
Please welcome your hosts, CBS News anchors Madison Sawyer and Carmen Blackwell.
Good evening and welcome to the 2025 GM Financial Parade of Lights. I'm Madison Sawyer alongside my co-host and good friend Carmen Blackwell. We are so proud to be right in the heart of downtown Fort Worth next to the Convention Center, broadcasting live along the parade route near General Worth Square alongside thousands of our Fort Worth friends.
Absolutely. It's been so good to walk alongside the parade route and see so many smiling faces and all the beautiful families here together. You can really just feel the energy here tonight. The excitement has been building for quite some time, and the crowd started gathering several hours ago, all to secure the very best viewing locations and enjoy beautiful downtown Fort Worth on this chilly Sunday evening. But the cold won't slow us down.
No, we are bundled up. We are all ready to go, and we just heard from Fort Worth Mayor Maddie Parker and GM Financial CEO Susan Sheffield from Bass Hall in nearby Sundance Square, and we are kicking off tonight's parade in the spirit of its theme, sparkle, dazzle, and shine. So tonight, throughout the broadcast, we're going to be showcasing Fort Worth's vibrant performing arts community and even hearing from some of the organizations that support it.
Yeah, so we're going to hear from some remarkable organizations, and we're also going to see the amazing talent and creativity from our community right here, Fort Worth, tonight. The GM Financial Parade of Lights is produced by Downtown Fort Worth Initiatives Incorporated, whose mission it is to make downtown Fort Worth a vibrant place to live, work, and play. So let's hear from Andy Taft, president of Downtown Fort Worth Incorporated.
Fort Worth's commitment to supporting the arts has been a near century-long journey that we're all incredibly proud of. From the Kimball Art Foundation, established in 1936, along with Amon G. Carter's House of Tomorrow, also known as Casa Manana, to the Bass Hall in Sundance Square, Fort Worth has hosted some of the world's greatest art, artists, performers, and entertainers. At Downtown Fort Worth, Inc., one of our commitments is enriching the community through arts and entertainment to create an environment where residents and businesses and guests find inspiration around practically every corner. Each year, we bring hundreds of talented artists and musicians from across North America to our annual Main Street Fort Worth Arts Festival in the spring. This nationally recognized event attracts hundreds of thousands of art and music enthusiasts to downtown Fort Worth. Downtown is also home to global organizations like the Parade of Lights title sponsor, GM Financial. Their commitment to our community is paramount to our city's thriving culture.
GM Financial has called downtown Fort Worth home for over 25 years. We're proud to show our support through this sponsorship. By investing in our communities, we are investing in our future. In tonight's broadcast, we are thrilled to feature the sights, sounds, and people that make Fort Worth truly shine.
Oh, we have all been anxiously waiting for this year's parade to officially kick off, and the time has finally come. So let's see if we can get some reaction here from the crowd tonight, can we?
All right, Fort Worth, are y'all ready?
Oh, we love to hear it. Everybody's so excited. We see all the smiling faces and all the
Yes.
bundled up coats and blankets too. We love to hear it.
They look warm and they look ready, which is key. So the parade has officially kicked off, and as tradition, we want to pay respect to our great country with the national anthem performed by the Jubilee Theater and Ricky Jones and Carrington Sneed.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight last gleaming?
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled
banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
What an incredible performance that was by Ricky Jones and Carrington Sneed, representing the Jubilee Singers from the Jubilee Theater right around the corner.
Oh, we love it. So we'll be hearing more about the Jubilee Theater from the Executive Director, D. Wambui Richardson, later in tonight's broadcast. But as Madison just mentioned, we'll also be highlighting the performing arts community in Fort Worth and visiting some iconic local theaters. But also, just a quick note to add, we're also bringing you the entire parade tonight, so you won't miss any of the excitement on the parade route as we cut to the performing arts segments or highlighting some of the parade participants tonight as well.
So while we do wait for the parade to make its way to the convention center, we are honored to introduce this year's parade Grand Marshal, Chris Cassidy. Now, Chris is a former Navy SEAL. He's also a NASA astronaut, and he's the president and CEO of the National Medal of Honor Museum Foundation, which honors the inspiring lives and legacies of ordinary Americans who took extraordinary action in the service of others. Take a look.
The Medal of Honor, at its core, is our nation's highest award for valor on the battlefield. It's been around since the Civil War, 1861. Since then, there's been 3,528 awards of the medal, and it's just been really special to bring those stories to life, tell those stories in our exhibits. This is where we're telling the stories of human beings, normal American citizens, who on a day when some extraordinary action needed to take place, they did it. To the scale of this, it's the only place in the country dedicated to the Medal of Honor. Hi, I'm Chris Cassidy, former NASA astronaut and Navy SEAL, now President and CEO of the National Medal of Honor Museum, and excited to be the Grand Marshal of the parade this year. To the young people out there, you can do anything you want. I didn't think that a young kid from a small town in Maine could be an astronaut, but it's possible. When I walked in first day of the president of the Medal of Honor Museum Foundation, I had never built a building before, never had raised money before, but the team of people can do that. And if you create a culture where it's a team environment and everybody's pulling on the oars together, you can get anything done. When you're in space, people often ask, like, what do you miss? But the most I thought about things I missed were smells. My favorite holiday meal is all the fixings that go along with Thanksgiving, and I don't mind having that meal again at Christmas time. We talked about the smell coming out of the kitchen and on those holiday meals, because you associate those smells with things that are enjoyable to you. When you think about our nation and patriotism and citizenship, a parade kind of comes to mind as capturing that. You know, baseball and apple pie, flags on 4th of July. In my mind, parades are like that. It's who we are as a community.
What an amazing career and also an amazing legacy. The National Medal of Honor Museum opened earlier this year and is truly just a remarkable experience. Centrally located in Arlington near Globe Life Field and Six Flags, it should be on everyone's must-see list here in DFW. All you gotta do is just visit mohmuseum.org for more information. And of course, we'll be seeing Chris leading the parade on his signature float here very soon.
Okay, you can hear the excitement building, but the parade is getting very close. It's almost here, and as we get ready to sparkle, dazzle, and shine, we want to head to Bass Hall to hear from Dion Kennedy, who's the president and CEO of Performing Arts Fort Worth, to kick off the celebration of Fort Worth's talented community of artists, musicians, and performers.
While Fort Worth is already globally known for its iconic Western culture, tonight we want to shine the spotlight on Fort Worth's vibrant and world-class performing arts community and showcase the key role it plays in the city's culturally rich and thriving ecosystem. I'm Dion Kennedy, President and CEO of Performing Arts Fort Worth, the nonprofit organization that owns and operates Bass Performance Hall. For over 27 years, Bass Hall has served as the cornerstone for world-class performing arts right here in downtown Fort Worth. As Performing Arts Fort Worth, we present the touring Broadway shows and concert artists that you see on the stage at Bass Hall as part of our Broadway at the Bass series presented by PNC Bank and the Irwin Steele Popular Entertainment Series. Additionally, Bass Hall is home to 4 resident companies: the Fort Worth Symphony Orchestra, Texas Ballet Theater, Fort Worth Opera, and the Clyburn and Van Cliburn International Piano Competition. Education and engagement is one of our organization's core pillars, and our children's education program offers free of charge arts education performances to over 70,000 students and teachers annually. Since its opening in 1998, Bass Hall has welcomed over 8 million patrons and visitors, including more than 1.9 million students and teachers. But we're just one part of the performing arts community. While tonight's Illuminated Parade takes center stage, we will be visiting other iconic Fort Worth theaters and arts organizations. You'll hear their unique stories and learn more about how each plays a pivotal role enriching Fort Worth and all North Texas communities. And now is the time to sparkle, dazzle, and shine. On behalf of everyone at Performing Arts Fort Worth, please enjoy tonight's broadcast.
Look at all of the incredible talent that we've seen so far right here in Fort Worth and also just across North Texas in general. So tonight we'll be visiting 3 other iconic Fort Worth theaters: Jubilee Theater, Circle Theater, and Casa Mañana. This is all to hear about their programs and involvement within the city.
And there is so much talent that we are so looking forward to being able to showcase for you. And we're going to get a chance to see some of those representatives from each of the theaters here tonight, not only on the parade route as they will be riding on the way. I understand that they will be joined by a very special guest this evening.
For sure, definitely something to stick around for. Tonight's parade participants are competing for bragging rights in several categories, such as large and professional floats, marching bands, and also walking units and balloons too. So last year's grand prize was awarded to Ballet Folklorico de Fort Worth and their float titled Posadas in the City. It was their 2nd year in a row to take home the grand prize. Congratulations to them. They recently stopped by the CBS studio for an amazing performance, and we're looking forward to seeing them again here later on tonight. So other award winners here tonight are Cartwright Ranch Stagecoach, Sweet Dreams Card Club, and North Crowley High School Mighty Panther Band.
And there are so many unique floats that you're going to be able to see tonight. We're about halfway through the parade route, so we're waiting on them to be here. But they have already made their way down some of the downtown Fort Worth streets to be able to be received by all the cheering crowds that have been excited and waiting for this moment.
I know. When we first came out here and lined up in the parade route, we saw all of the different seating sections that you can actually sit down, and we saw a lot of the families that were lining up too. So excited to be here tonight.
I know. And by the way, you mentioned that they're competing for prizes. Each of the floats and each of the individuals on those floats have to be illuminated. That's why it's called the Parade of Lights. So cars, golf carts, tractors had to have at least 1,500 lights, and then trucks needed at least 2,500 lights, and large floats have to have 4,000 lights. So we are talking about a lot of illumination shining bright in the streets of downtown Fort Worth. Not to mention the crowds, they came prepared too. They've got their swords, they've got their lights. Look at all those fun crowds.
This is what we came out here for. This is what makes this parade truly so exciting every single year, is seeing all of these faces and all of the families that come out every single year to really kick off the holiday season. It's our favorite time of year, and we know it's theirs too.
And the parade has been going on for 43 years, so there are generations of Fort Worth folks that have come out here year after year with their friends, their family, generations of kiddos coming out here to just enjoy all the sights and the sounds to kick off the holiday season. And I know that some of y'all were, disappointed that the parade was moved from last weekend to this weekend, but y'all, we are so grateful to have just beautiful weather tonight that kind of gets us into the holiday spirit.
Yeah, I would like to argue that having it tonight is actually probably better than having it last weekend, just because now you can really feel like the holidays are officially here.
Yeah, and we're not stealing the joy from Thanksgiving either. No. Now we can actually say we're not encroaching on the Thanksgiving holiday. We're actually enjoying the holiday season, Christmas, and everything else that the holidays have to offer after joining with so many friends and family over the Thanksgiving holiday. There's just so much to enjoy tonight. And again, we're celebrating all the talent of Fort Worth. So all of the incredible arts, all of the incredible talent, all of the incredible organizations that work to inspire that next generation of performers. And we're so excited to be able to showcase that for you tonight.
Yeah, and you mentioned earlier how long the parade has been going on for. This parade, it started back in 1983. It's now one of the largest holiday parades in the country. It draws in more than 100,000 people every single year. And just think about the number of families, again, that come out here every single year. There is a reason why this has become a staple really across North Texas.
Yeah, and it's one of the most illuminated parades in all of the country. So how cool that we have it right here in the heart of our city, in the heart of downtown Fort Worth. If you're not familiar with where we're at, we are broadcasting right in front of General Worth Square, right across from the Fort Worth Convention Center. You see us showcasing that street. We are still waiting on that first float to make its way here in front of the Fort Worth Convention Center, to all these folks that are bundled up, just waiting with anticipation for that first float. But we are so excited to be with you tonight, to be able to just kick off the holidays.
Yeah, look at everybody's all bundled up as we're showing you guys little shots from around the parade route too. Everybody's got their coats on and their beanies, and I would say about 2 to 3 layers on. Everybody needs.
100%. And by the way, the First Alert team of meteorologists at CBS News Texas had already forecast that we'd be in kind of the upper 30s in the feels like temperature, and I can certainly affirm that they were spot on with that forecast, because it is definitely chilly tonight. You can see everyone bundled up, but again, it's just a fun little reminder that the holidays are right around the corner, and what better way to kick it off than right here with tens of thousands of people in downtown Fort Worth.
For sure. And GM Financial had this incredible idea for this year's theme, and it's sparkle, dazzle, and shine. And I don't know why, but this year's theme, it kind of resonates really close to home for me. I love the sparkle. I love the dazzle. I love the shine. But really what this parade is all about is bringing the true heart of Christmas and bringing it right into your doorstep, and trying to show families all across Fort Worth and really across North Texas truly the meaning of Christmas and how special it is to every single family. And that's what we hope to bring with this parade this year, and of course through this broadcast too.
Yeah, and by the way, if you are wanting just a little more dose of Christmas in your lives, there's an 86-foot tall Norway spruce that's standing about 3 blocks away from where we're at in Sundance Square. That tree is going to be lit up on December 2nd at 6:30 in the evening. So if you're looking for another fun festive activity, maybe you weren't able to come down here in person tonight and you're instead looking for another way to kick off the holidays, that's another great opportunity for you. But if you're joining us on maybe the CBS News Texas stream or TXA21 or maybe the CBS News app, we are so excited to be just enjoying this moment with you. And looky there, I'm seeing some of the
some cars rolling up
lights.
too. some of the first lights too. And you were just speaking of that tree that we always look forward to seeing it come into Sundance Square. But if you didn't know, that tree traveled 1,200 miles all the way from Michigan just to come right here to North Texas, where it sits 86 feet tall.
Yeah,
it's
and
gorgeous.
I mean, it is. It's gorgeous. It's got beautiful ornaments on it that are decked out, that were actually created and imagined by local Fort Worth artists. So there's always something new to see or maybe spot in that tree. But you're seeing some of Fort Worth's most talented men and women, some of our Fort Worth Police Department making their way towards Main Street and the top of the Fort Worth Convention Center, and that's our sign that it's just about time for the parade to get to where we are.
That's right. If you're not already sitting down or you used the bathroom, took a little bathroom break, now is your time to go ahead and get in your seat and get ready for this parade. It's going to be a magical night tonight, and we're just so lucky and blessed to be able to share it with you and your families, whether you're at home or whether you're here with us tonight.
Yeah, the Fort Worth Motor Patrol lining up, getting ready to kick off all the fun, all the excitement.
Look at everybody.
And you can hear it behind us. The crowd is waiting with anticipation too at all the excitement that's coming our way. Again, these seats have been sold out for almost weeks now to try to get a spot on the parade route. And then we saw so many folks camping out hours ahead of time just to get a spot, maybe with their lawn chairs, or they folded out blankets, making themselves comfortable. But it's really cool to see how important this night is for so many folks.
And we've seen folks of all ages too, as well. I'm talking grandma, grandpa. We've seen moms and dads and all the little kiddos come too. It's so cool to see everybody make this a family occasion. And that's truly what the Parade of Lights is all about. It's about bringing the whole family down here and enjoying the spirit of Christmas and taking it all in.
Yeah.
So.
And by the way, there's also people with all sorts of costumes that aren't even parade participants, but they decided, you know what, we're going to get into the holiday spirit. We've seen Rudolph, we've seen Santa, we've seen the Grinch.
Oh, yeah.
There's been so many. Oh, looky there.
Look at there. I think we see the very start of the Parade of Lights. We see some folks that are starting to line up, so this officially means it's almost time for us to kick things off.
And that is the first entry of the night. It is finally here, made its way to the Fort Worth Convention Center, the 2025 GM Financial Parade of Lights, celebrating 43 years. This parade has brought you joy of the holidays to over 100,000 cheering spectators here in downtown Fort Worth. And also, we don't want to forget about our at-home audience, both watching us on televisions and small screens everywhere. You got to see the Fort Worth Motor Patrol just a few moments ago, but there are so many individuals that have made this parade possible.
That's awesome. Tonight's parade is brought to you by GM Financial, Tarrant County College, TCU, Texas A&M, Fort Worth, Karen and Larry Anfin, UTA West, and the YMCA of Metropolitan Fort Worth, Frost Bank, Dr. Marie Holliday, and the Fort Worth Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Our media sponsors include 95.9 FM, The Ranch, and 92.1 Hank FM.
And along with its title sponsorship, GM Financial is the official vehicle sponsor of this year's parade. So leading the night's parade is the ultra high performance Cadillac CT4V Blackwing. Many GM vehicles are manufactured at GM's assembly plant right here in Tarrant County, including the Chevrolet Tahoe, the Suburban, the GMC Yukon, Yukon XL, and don't forget that Cadillac Escalade.
Look at that, the ornaments, the instruments, all of the lights. And the band costumes, too. These kids are absolutely incredible. But here comes the lead band for tonight's parade here tonight. And it is by far stunning to listen to. And here comes the lead band for tonight's parade. Let's welcome the award-winning Arlington Heights High School Spirit of the Hill Marching Band. But first, let's take a look at their program.
We're the Arlington Heights Spirit of the Hill Marching Band. We're very good. We've been on the up and up for a few years, and this is the best we've ever been.
Coming into band, it was definitely a little hard at first, and it was a lot of new things to learn. But I will say I've grown a lot to love it and to really understand how important it has become in my life.
We're teaching life skills through band. Hard work, perseverance, dedication, responsibility, individual accountability. We come out and we play and march and we have a good time doing all of that music stuff, but we're also teaching them skills that are very applicable regardless.
We spend like a very, very large amount of time practicing and running the show and getting the acts together.
Early morning starting at 7:15, and we have 3 hours after school on Mondays.
The choreography is definitely an extra challenge because, you're already playing your instrument and you're marching, and now you have these other movements that you need to add within the counts.
We're learning how to work hard, we're learning how to get better every day, and we just keep pushing and see how far we can get.
I feel like it really helps me to keep more accountability in myself. I've become more of a responsible person.
We're super proud of the kids here. They work super hard. They're really creating something special here. This year's group in particular has got a really special culture, a special work ethic.
These band directors, obviously, I knew them in middle school, and they are the ones that, kind of pushed me to do band in high school, and I am very appreciative of that because it's been an honor to be in this band.
Now, Shining Bright is going to be the Spirit of the Hill. It is a consistent finalist in DFW's marching contest and advanced to the UIL marching band contest in area level, as well as honor bands. Now that right there is the Grand Marshal of tonight's parade, Chris Cassidy and his wife Peggy, presented by Karen and Larry Anfin. We just heard from Chris earlier in the broadcast, and Chris took the helm of the National Medal of Honor Museum 4 years ago following his retirement from the Navy after 28 years of military service. Chris and his wife Peggy have 5 adult children, and a huge thank you for your service, Captain Cassidy. Up next, we've got Scouting America, a youth development program chartered by Congress to instill character, leadership, and citizenship in young people through activities like camping and community service, all guided by the Scout Oath and Law. It offers various programs, including Cub Scouts and Scouts BSA for boys and girls, aged 5 to 20, providing a safe, inclusive environment to learn outdoor skills and teamwork, as well as personal fitness.
Okay, now making its way to us is the Alan Cartwright Stagecoach, featuring Dr. Jennifer Crowley and President of the University of Texas at Arlington. UTA is celebrating 130 incredible years of counting of academic excellence and cutting-edge research as it plans for its next milestone, which is a new UTA West campus that's opening in Walsh Ranch in 2028.
And what you're seeing right there is entry 9. It is the Texas Bells softball organization. Look at that beautiful parade float decked out in balloons. The players and coaches from all 5 teams are representing an organization with 29 championship rings and over 230 wins. Way to go, girls. These athletes embody dedication, hard work, and what it means to have the power of teamwork. Let's do it all together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go Bells!
That is awesome. Good job, girls. Up next, we present the Northside Sterling Spurs. Now, this group of dedicated dancers from Northside High School here in Fort Worth is thrilled to share their love for dance and holiday spirit with all of us here.
And right behind them, we have Aero Personnel. Aero Personnel is proud to be the staffing and helping you staff in the right direction all year long. Tonight, they're also helping Santa staff his garage. So let's give it a big round of applause for Aero Personnel and Santa's Classic Garage.
Incredible. Good to see everybody.
Look at those. We've got classic cars followed by Teslas and the modern likes.
So we got a variety of things.
Little diversity there.
Yeah.
Look at that one.
We
That's
love to see
amazing.
little funky cool cars too. Some stuff you don't see like this out on the street every single day. It's really cool to see.
So big thank you to Aero Personnel. Again, Aero Personnel and Santa's Classic Garage.
Okay, up next, we've got the Tarrant County Commissioners Court. Now, County Judge Tim O'Hare and Commissioners Roderick Miles Jr., Elisa Simmons, Matt Krause, and Manny Ramirez wish all citizens and visitors of Tarrant County a joyous and beautiful holiday season and best wishes for the new year. Look at this float. I mean, it's full of sickles and lots of illuminated lights.
I believe it. I mean,
Gorgeous.
These large floats had to require at least 4,000 lights, and I think some of these definitely surpassed the minimum requirements for sure.
For sure. It's gorgeous.
All right, dancing right behind them, we've got the Texas Center for Arts and Academics. This talented student team showcases upbeat choreography, school spirit, and the joy of dance in motion.
I always love to see the dancers. You know, it's my favorite part. Getting all those steps in, especially when it's this cold out, is something certainly to stand up and give a standing ovation for.
Also, look at the little ones. They're holding their own out there. You go, girls.
And we don't see them shaking at all. They're just moving and grooving. We love to see it. They look great.
I hear another band coming our way.
I see them coming. So here we have the Polytechnic High School Pride of Poly Marching Band. This is a staple of the Polytechnic High School community. They have consistently achieved excellent and superior ratings from the UIL in marching band and concert band competitions. And the band is under the direction of Raphael Williams and percussion technician Marcos Mendoza, drum major Miguel Villagomez, and captains Maylin Flores, Santiago Hernandez, and Jamia Elon. Now, the principal is Nick Torres.
And right behind them, we've got Texas Disaster Response Pool Riding for Children, Bikers Against Child Abuse. It's an all-volunteer international nonprofit organization of bikers that exists to with the intent of creating a safer environment for abused children, helping them to once again shine.
And now please welcome the Fort Worth Police Department and our new Chief of Police, Eddie Garcia.
Right behind them, we've got Texas Christian University lighting up the night with two incredible milestones that they're highlighting: the TCU tradition, innovation, and spirit. So we've got Riding on the Float students at the new Ann Burnett Marion School of Medicine at TCU. And this state-of-the-art medical school is training the next generation of innovative and compassionate physicians. These, Fort Worth, are your new future doctors. How exciting is that?
Oh, wonderful to be able to see them too. We love the waves, we love the smiles, and of course we love the floats and all the lights too.
And we've got another beautiful band making its way into the General Worth Square. We've got Southwest High School Raider Marching Band. These talented students recently competed at the Region 30 UIL Marching Contest and advanced to Area B UIL Marching. The Southwest Band has a regular UIL sweepstakes recipient, and the band is under the direction of Jeff DeMog, Ryan Langer, Alexis Randolph, and drum major Luis Hernandez. Principal, Mr. John Engel.
There's something about hearing the marching bands. I don't care how old you are. It just gets you moving and grooving. You get so excited just to hear it, especially during the Parade of Lights. Well, let's show you what we have coming up next here. This is Moose Charities. They are presenting the DFW Area Moose Fraternity, an international organization that's dedicated to caring for young and old. They support a children's school in Moose Heart, Illinois, and a senior community in Orange Park, Florida, as well as many local charities. Visit a local lodge in Haltom City, Farmers Branch, Grand Prairie, or at beamoose.org.
Look at the moose.
I know.
They've got a moose on there.
I love it. And the little antlers, too.
Yeah.
The headbands.
We're
I
not
love
discriminating against moose this time of year. It might be Rudolph's time of year, but
awesome.
we'll let them into the parade, too.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we've got 92.1 Hank FM playing only real country, the best of the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. You can listen over the air, stream online, or download the 92.1 Hank FM app on Apple and Android. Man, they are jamming.
Bumping. We are jamming. Hey, that's how we like to do the holidays around here, especially in Fort Worth. Okay, now let's show you what we have up next. Let's give it up for 95.9 The Ranch, your home for Texas, red dirt, and Americana music. So keep the holiday spirit rolling by listening over their air, streaming online, or downloading the 95.9 Ranch app on Apple and Android.
Right behind them, you're seeing it now, the Alcon Vision Float. Alcon has been part of Fort Worth for more than 75 years. You've probably driven past their facility on 35W. They're the global leader in eye care, and Alcon would like to remind everyone that it's the season to see brilliantly.
Yes, it is. That reminds me of a couple of different appointments I need to make. Proudly to serving the city of Fort Worth. Let's show you what we have coming up next. Through our various programs, events, and services, the city of Fort Worth Park and Recreation
Fire department making their way, but that crazy golf cart's kind of in their way right now. Here we go. The Benbrook Fire Department Engine 253. Tonight, it's not just about serving their community, it's also about shining bright during the Parade of Lights. And you can see they've got that engine roaring and ready to go. Engine 253 is a 2016 Spartan Star engine, and it is responsible for responding to structure fires, motor vehicle accidents, and all sorts of other emergency incidents.
So grateful for all that our first responders do for our communities day in and day out. Selfless heroes, to say the least.
By the way, I have to point out the Dalmatian. My son is obsessed with Dalmatians right now. So Charles, if you're watching, that spotted dog was just for you.
Hey, Charles, he's watching from home, that's for sure. What a cutie pie. No, look at this. Decked out, the reef on the front, all the lights here all around the engine. I mean, come on, you can't beat this. This is good stuff.
Yeah, look at the kiddo on top, too.
Oh,
maybe a future firefighter.
You never know. Okay, well, performing, let's show you what we have coming up next. Performing a medley of holiday favorites, we have the South Hills High School Scorpion Band that's coming up next. Now, this band recently competed in the Region 5 UIL marching contest, and they received a superior rating and advanced to the UIL area competition. The band is under the direction of Jorge Alcaran and Brianna Ledzuma. Now, Juan de Leon and drum majors Jasmine Sanchez, Angel Fuentes, and Jonathan Mora.
So as they get a little bit closer, we're going to stop for a second and let you listen to their beautiful music. All right, up next, you're seeing it there. We've got Meals on Wheels of Tarrant County. Y'all, Meals on Wheels has over 3,300 volunteers that provide compassionate hope and independence to all sorts of individuals in Tarrant County. Meals on Wheels Tarrant County delivers over 1.1 million meals each year to our homebound elderly and disabled neighbors, making Tarrant County a caring place to be able to grow old.
Yeah, we have such a soft spot for Meals on Wheels of Tarrant County. They do so much for this community, and it's great to see them out here tonight, of course, with their float and all their members here too as well.
By the way, as we continue to watch as these parade floats make their way to Main Street, we've been noticing that the crowd has gotten more and more excited. Everyone's gathered to the edge of the street. They're ready, they're bundled up, they're waiting for that next float to come. And by the way, this one It's got a lot of color coming our way. I can see it off in the distance. It's beautiful.
And the lights get brighter as more floats and marchers come by, which again, Parade of Lights, that's what this is. Sparkle, dazzle, and shine. That's our theme for this year here.
All right, you're seeing a little bit of the color there. We've got the Fort Worth Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Look at that beautiful piñata off in the distance, lighting up the parade with their festive piñata, a symbol of Latin posadas that celebrate Christmas. The Chamber supports local businesses, entrepreneurs, and community leaders across Fort Worth all year long. So a big happy holidays to everyone at the Fort Worth Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Now, I'm not a judge, but I think that could be in the running for one of the most colorful and illuminated floats.
And I am certainly not a judge either, but look at the costumes here we've got on too. I hope that thing keeps them warm. In the meantime, though, how festive is this? I mean, you cannot beat this stuff. It's gorgeous.
Look at that. And by the way, they're tugging it with manpower, so let's give it a round of applause. They are pulling that thing with some muscle.
Absolutely astonishing. This is great. I haven't seen anything like this.
I don't think you can buy that on Amazon. I don't think
this
so.
This is not something you can blow up at home, boys and girls.
That's incredible.
Yeah, this is great. It is like a life-size piñata, and it's colorful as can be, lighting up the night, and it's gorgeous to see. Studio 80 is rocking its way down the parade route tonight, too. Wait till you see this one. Voted Best Dance Club by Fort Worth Weekly and the Star Telegram. It's the #1 80s dance club and DFW. So tonight's crew showcases Studio 80's shining stars with special guest Rana Medina as the one and only Madonna singing Material Girl with Studio 80 and DJ Dr. Rock. Studio 80 is located right here in downtown Fort Worth. Let's listen a little bit.
Wow, that was incredible. You might find us at Studio 80 after the broadcast. You never know. Next up, you're seeing the school bus there. Birdville ISD presents School Bus, A Butterfly Dream. So buckle up and get ready to blast off on an exciting adventure with Miss Fizzle and this class in the Magic School Bus of Butterfly Dreams. Birdville Independent School District's Butterfly Bunch flew in to take us on an adventure and a journey through an enchanting world of colorful butterflies.
I don't know about you, but my son Cairo, he's super into Magic School Bus. It's nostalgia for me, but really for him, it's exciting. So really good to see that one too. Coming up next, we have a Sweet Dreams Car Club. But first, let's take a look at their story.
Ever since I was little, it was like my dream to have something like this. I grew up with my dad having a bunch of old cars, and I think that just carried on to me, taking them apart and restoring them. This one, I went past the originality. You know, I modified this one. I love it. I love classic cars, especially Chevys, man. You can't go wrong with a Chevy.
Sweet Dreams is a car club. We were established in Fort Worth in 1997. We enjoy restoring and customizing classic street rods and lowriders.
We try to support all the community events that are out there, trunk or treats, toy drives. We do Easter picnics. We try to get out and do a lot of different benefits when there's family needs. I'd like my kids to embrace that and try to grow from that as well as the club continues to get older.
This car is kind of special to me though. This was my wife's grandmother's car. She bought it brand new when it first came out. I'd go wash the car and change the oil for her, and I'd tell her, you know, sell me your car, and she never would. She would joke and tell me, trade me one of your kids and then I'll give you the car. So it would definitely be special if I could pass this car on to one of my kids. Be like a family heirloom to us.
I grew up doing this. My dad did it, so I want to be able to pass it on to my son and him pass it up to his son and just generation after generation, you know, just keep it going.
We want to make sure that we are making an impact on what we do because we are truly committed.
Always an absolute fan favorite, but it's great to hear their stories and their inspirations too. So Sweet Dreams Car Club has participated in this parade for well over 15 years now. It was established in 1997. They participate in many fundraisers all across the community. So whether it's for a family in need or to help raise money for Cook's Children's Hospital at the annual Dreaming the Cure Car Show, it's just absolutely incredible to see them all here tonight.
We've got the Grinch, we've got Cindy Lou Who, and we've got all sorts of lowriders showing off their skills. Give it up, Fort Worth. This is incredible.
This is great. Yeah, we love to see
There's
it.
only 3 wheels touching there.
I know,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Hey, this is something that always kind of catches everybody's attention along the parade route. Everybody's got to stop what they're doing and come over and look closer to the street corner just to see these cars pass by.
Yeah, not to mention the array of lights that are on there. Some of them synchronized to music. It's so cool to see.
Yeah.
And tonight, by the way, the Sweet Dreams is accompanied by True Classics and Strictly Familia, which is Fort Worth-based car clubs.
And for them, it's about expressing yourself through the art that you put into your ride, making it your own. It's about the community, but it's also about family too, or familia.
And by the way, I see another Grinch in that vehicle there. Just a reminder, Mr. Grinch, you're not going to steal the Christmas spirit and the holiday cheer from this Fort Worth crowd, right, Fort Worth?
Oh, hold on. What's the baby there on the right side of the car, on the passenger side? We don't know what that is.
I don't know about that. I can't,
about the baby.
I can't speak to that.
I don't know about the baby, but we do love the red bow on there on the front. It's a nice touch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But again, what an incredible night it is here in Fort Worth. We are so proud to be broadcasting for the 43rd year, the beautiful Parade of Lights in downtown Fort Worth. If you are joining us from home, maybe next year put this on your calendar because it is such a beautiful and fun way to kick off the holiday season.
Yeah, we've seen so many families that are here tonight. Look at all of them. They're all bundled up. Hey, and they're waving too. It's good to see everybody that made it out here tonight. Even though we were rescheduled just a week behind, it's good to see so many people make this a holiday staple for them and their families.
Yes, and I mean, it really does. The weather helps, but it does put you into the holiday spirit. It is cold out here in Fort Worth, but we are staying warm with not only festive joy, but also bundled up. Look at all the blankets, the hats, the scarves,
awesome.
You name it. This crowd has thought ahead and has got it. Plus, they brought their illuminated headbands. Even the folks not participating in the parade are wanting to be able to just enjoy.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I think about some of my family's like Christmas traditions, and one of them, of course, was making hot chocolate, of course, and then also going to pick our Christmas tree. I don't know if you had live Christmas trees when you were growing up, but every single year we picked a live Christmas tree, we put it in the living room, but we always would turn on Elvis Presley, like Christmas classics,
Yes.
and then we drink hot chocolate together. It was amazing.
By the way, speaking of Elvis Presley, did y'all know that he performed in the Fort Worth Convention Center multiple times in 1972 all the way up to 1976? I mean, he was here in Fort Worth multiple times, so he's such a part of Fort Worth's arts history here. And again, we've been showcasing it all night, but Fort Worth has such a lively and wonderful art and fine art community here that if you are looking for an organization or way to get your kiddo involved in music or the arts, Fort Worth has got something offered for you.
For sure, and that's the beauty of this community, is that there is so much that you can tap into and get your kids involved in too. And this parade is certainly just kind of like a hallmark of the holiday season. You can really see all of these different communities and organizations come together to put on the Parade of Lights, and it's just really incredible to see and be a part of.
And speaking of that talent in Fort Worth, why don't we take a look at what's next? We've got the Dunbar High School Marching Band Pride. The band is under the direction of Dr. DeMarcus Brooks and Kendall McKenzie. Auxiliary coaches and sponsors are Leloni Lyons, Shatrice Woodward, and Takara Boyd. Their band is known for their show style, swagger, and energetic songs and dance moves. So, a small band that might have a big sound, the Wildcat Band performs for all major events in Fort Worth with their signature passion and style. So let's take a look at that style on display right as they approach Main Street in downtown Fort Worth.
Look at the drill team going. I mean, I love to see the dancers, the drill team, how they put on these productions and they were able to get down the street. And marching is just incredible to me. I just still can't get over it. The lights, too.
I know.
We add like a little touch of Christmas to every single costume.
Everybody's got their lights on, and they are
great.
shining bright again. You just saw the band, the drill team, and the cheerleaders from Dunbar High School.
That's awesome. Now, let's show you what we have coming up next. You probably noticed this face before.
I might recognize him.
You recognize Sesame Street making its 21st consecutive appearance. Please welcome Big Bird, an adorable member of the Muppet family. Is sponsored by Dr. Marie Holliday. Big Bird stands well over 25 feet tall and has to do the Big Bird limbo just to make it under our lights and skyways here in downtown Fort Worth. So we want to thank you, Doc Holliday, and welcome back to Fort Worth, Big Bird.
So you're about to see that Big Bird limbo as they make their way
Here
through
he
Main
comes.
Street. Here he goes, just kind of making his way. He's certainly taller than those traffic
He's
lights.
passing up our broadcast booth, too. Look at him go.
I know. He's zigging, zagging there. He's making his way. Incredible to see Big Bird making his way in downtown Fort Worth tonight. And right behind them, look at this horsepower. We've got Holiday Cheer all by Zimmerer Kubota and Equipment Inc., family owned and operated for over 40 years. Zimmerer Kubota proudly has served North Texas with 6 locations, offering sales, rentals, parts, and service that you can count on. For more information, you can visit zktractor.com.
How we can deck out these tractors and illuminate them so bright is just beyond me. But you know what? They look incredible.
Yeah, we've got the tractors, we've got the Kubota 4 side-by-sides. We got everybody represented tonight.
The ornaments on top, the candy canes on the side, and then the snowflakes on the front. It's good.
Is that Santa?
I don't know. It looks like it might. Oh, is it Santa?
It might be Santa's friend.
It might be a friend of Santa. Either way, there you go. Yeah, it's a friend of Santa. Maybe his cousin. I don't know.
Definitely related.
Either way, it looks great, and it's good to
incredible.
see Zimmerer Kubota for sure. Okay. Now, next up, please welcome the International Order of the Rainbow for Girls and Demole International. Now, these two uplifting youth organizations, what they do is they build leaders through compassion and also through service. Rainbow Girls inspire young women in friendship, leadership, and personal development, while Demole empowers young men and integrity, purpose, and brotherhood. So together, they create safe spaces where young people build lifelong bonds, discover their strengths, and give back to the community.
And with those cheers, you cannot...
It's a crowd pleaser.
Yeah, you cannot avoid the fact that these are passionate girls and next generation leaders. All right, right behind them. Are you hungry?
I'm starving.
Well, that little guy, that
Good
chicken
hands.
might be for dinner because we've got Babe's Chicken Dinner House out of North Richland Hills next. And with it, well, that's a chicken.
Oh, that's a chicken.
That's
but who else
definitely
do we-
a chicken.
But this kind of looks a little bit like, well, that,
I
yeah,
think
that's
I
chicken.
think it is. I think
Think it
that
might be-
behind Mr. Snowman there is Elvis. Are we talking about a blue Christmas?
We might be. You can't get enough of Babe's Chicken. Everyone from the North Richland Hills location wishes you a dazzling holiday season. There he
There's
goes. Lala the King. There he is.
All right, sing a little tune there, Elvis. All right, up next behind the king himself is maybe a queen. Unity Unlimited Inc. presents Bailey Howell, Miss Juneteenth DFW, Miss Juneteenth Texas, and now your reigning Miss Juneteenth USA 2025. Bailey's platform is Control Art Delete, protecting Black art history from systemic erasure. Now, the Miss Juneteenth pageant provides a forum for young women to enhance their self-expression and develop as the best versions of themselves.
Oh, she's beautiful. beautiful smile, and great to see her representing us all here in North Texas. Let's show you have coming up next, the Tarrant Area Food Bank. Here comes the big Fort Worth Red Bus. That is, too. Now, which provides community resource assistance, nutrition, education, and emergency food assistance to communities that are experiencing high levels of food insecurity. To learn more about the Tarrant Area Food Bank at tafb.org.
We definitely know the horn is working on that vehicle. Up next, we've got another one that knows a vehicle or two around town. Let's get ready for Trinity Metro to share a heartwarming tale of 3 young Longhorns, Sparkle, Dazzle, and Shine. These spirited Longhorns once dreamed of joining the Stockyard Cattle Drive, but discovered their true calling was when they teamed up with Trinity Metro to help pull Santa's sleigh. Well, sleigh bus, that is, and spread holiday cheer around Fort Worth. Today, they're here to light up the parade and remind us with teamwork, resilience, and the spirit of giving, anything is possible.
Yeah, the front of that bus saying, let's ride. It's certainly lit up like a sleigh, at least down there at the bottom. Looks really great, and we're happy to see Trinity Metro here represented tonight. Next up, making their way to us is the Trimble Tech Bulldog Band. Now, this marching band has a long and rich tradition of excellence stretching all the way back over 108 years. The band is under the direction of Jacob Belk, John Gall, and the drum major, Michelle Chaparral. Tonight, the band is performing a suite of Christmas tunes, all arranged by Paul Lavender. And look at them.
And right up next, we have the middle schools. The next group shines bright, united in Summer Creek Middle School, Crowley Middle School, and everyone else. It's awesome.
Tonight, this next group shines bright, united in cheer and spirit. Richard J. Alley Middle School, Summer Creek Middle School, and Crowley Middle, and H.F. Stevens Middle School light up the night and celebrate the power of community with Crowley ISD Middle School cheer. And their cheer program is absolutely astonishing. I don't know if you've ever seen them perform, but they are great.
And they may be middle schoolers, but they're packing a punch with their sounds. You can hear them loud and proud tonight here in downtown Fort Worth. Up next behind them, we've got a beautiful float coming your way. The Magic Number. It's a Keys by GM Financial float featuring Allison Rummage, host of our 2 Cents, a Keys by GM Financial podcast. But first, let's hear from Allison at a recent event in Grapevine.
Hello, I'm Allison with Keys by GM Financial, and today I'm in downtown Grapevine, the Christmas capital of Texas, and we're in for a magical evening. Later, we're going to be joined by AGT semifinalist magician Zach Mears for a special holiday magic trick. But before that, we're going to play a game I like to call Magic Numbers. We're going to ask participants questions that are all personal finance related, and every answer is a magic number. Let's get into it. We're going to play What's the Magic Number? So, what percentage of undergraduate students use some form of financial aid for college?
70%. I would say 7.
I bet 80%.
You're super close. It is more than 75%. What is the highest possible credit score?
1,000.
900.
3, 4, I don't know.
So the magic number on that one is actually 850. How often can you request a free credit report?
Once a day.
Twice? 3 times a year?
1 per year.
Are you serious?
I was pretty close.
And now that we've played magic numbers, let's see some real magic.
It's going to go from here to here, okay? On one side to another, it goes 1, 2, 3. Just like that. 2 coins. Nothing in my hands. But not just 2 coins. They could be 4 coins. They could be 5 coins. They could be 6 coins.
Wow, Zach, that was incredible. Thank you so much for joining us. If you are interested in sharpening your financial skills for this upcoming holiday season, you can do so for free at keysbygmfinancial.com. Thank you so much. Happy holidays and enjoy the rest of the parade.
And there is Allison along with Nish Harrison from the Keys live stream at GM Financial, her daughter Charlie and Adam Powell. Give yourself the gift of financial well-being by visiting keysbygmfinancial.com today for access to dozens of free resources.
Right behind them, we've got the Texas Girls Choir, which for 63 years, this organization has shone brightly around the world, performing on 6 continents, traveling to over 55 countries as goodwill ambassadors for the state of Texas. The choir develops young girls' lives through musical excellence, teaching, leadership, grace, discipline, and respect. And you can hear them singing inside that school bus. They're excited to travel to China in 2026, where they are invited to perform the major concert halls throughout the country. Girls 6 to 13 are eligible to join. And for more, you can find out at texasgirlchoir.org.
Beautiful voices. I can actually hear all of them from inside that bus as they're passing along our live broadcast booth here. Absolutely stunning. And they're giving us a wave, too.
Well, there you have it, the crest and the seal right there. Please welcome the leaders of Texas A&M University System, celebrating the tremendous progress on the new Texas A&M Fort Worth campus set to open in fall of 2026.
Texas A&M Fort Worth will serve as a focus for innovation, research, education, and collaboration, shaping the workforce of tomorrow. So riding here tonight with us, together with their families, the Associate Vice Chancellor and Director of Texas A&M Fort Worth, Ms. Kim Cutchinson, and also the Dean of the Law School and COO of Texas A&M Fort Worth, Bobby Andea.
And right behind them, we've got another university that we're proud to have in North Texas, Tarleton State. Please welcome Tarleton State University's 16th president, Dr. James Hurley, and First Lady Kendall Hurley. With Tarleton State Fort Worth just minutes from downtown, their roots here are in Stephenville, and those run deep. But together, they're transforming lives and inspiring generations of Texans.
I heard that little revving engine on that fast car as it was zooming past us. It's great to see them here, too.
There's some more of the parade float from Tarleton State University.
Right, a proud member of the Texas A&M system here with us tonight, riding in style in a Porsche provided by Autobahn Fort Worth. It's the Texan Rider, joined by members of the Tarleton State Plowboys and the Spirit teams as well. So let's hear it for the Texans.
Next up, we've got cheerleaders and outstanding scholars that represent the 2025-2026 Uplift Ascend cheerleading team. These are dedicated leaders on campus, spreading spirit not just on the sidelines, but throughout their community. So let's give it up for their hard work, their commitment, and their passion for cheer. They are here to light up this parade and not only bring this crowd to life, but warm them up too, and make some noise, Fort Worth, for Uplift Ascend cheerleaders.
I'm moving with him. I don't know if it's to keep warm or if I just like the dance moves. I don't know. Either way, you're looking good, girls, and we're happy to see them here tonight with us as well.
All right, we're seeing some reindeer antlers there. That is another sign that the next float is headed our way. Let's make some noise for Cloud-Covered Streets, Fort Worth. Their mobile trailer hits the streets 3 times a week with free showers, fresh clothes, laundry, haircuts, and hygiene kits, all spreading hope and care to our homeless neighbors.
So incredibly thankful for everything that they do for our community, and it's good to see them here too. I like the truck, how it's all decked out. I don't think I've ever seen antlers quite that big before.
Yeah, I don't know that that's street legal, but it's definitely Parade of Lights legal, that's for sure.
That's for sure. It's good to see them. Now up next, Dinosaur Land Children's Museum. Dinosaur Land is such a fun place to learn and play, really with the entire family. This museum, it offers interactive exhibits and lifelike animatronic dinosaurs too, but be sure to check out Princess Land if you can. Explore princess history and see moving dragons, unicorns, and mermaids too. The museum offers kids programs such as a dance school and co-op English, math, and art classes. I'll alpacas, goats, and pigs and rabbits can also be seen in Dinosaur Forest. It's located in Northwest Fort Worth. The museum is open weekly, Friday through Sunday.
And by the way, not to mention, I'm glad they've got that dinosaur in that cage because that thing is huge.
That thing is, and I hear it.
Yeah, that thing was moving and grooving. Hi. The little blue one was feisty too. All right, well, we've got so much fun to share with you tonight, and we are just getting started. Now, as we mentioned at the top of the show, we are highlighting performing arts in Fort Worth. But don't worry, we are broadcasting tonight's parade in its entirety. So even as we cut to these different clips, you are not missing a single parade float that is just making its way downtown Fort Worth. But first, we want to take you back to the Jubilee Theater to hear about their remarkable program.
I am D. One Boy Richardson, Executive Artistic Director here at Jubilee Theater. We are the second oldest African-American led theater in the state of Texas. Born in 1981, the love child of our founding artistic director, Mr. Rudy Eastman, and his wife, Miriam Eastman. Jubilee Theater was born out of a need, out of a necessity to create a space where artists of color could be seen, be heard, and have their stories be out there in the universe. So creating new voices, but also looking at some of our classics and how do we put them in the framework for a new generation. If someone comes to Jubilee for the first time, number one, they're going to expect to be welcomed. Because we start every show, all the new people raise your hand, just like a good old church. If this is your very first time here at the House of Jubilee, raise your hand. All right, give us some love, Lord. Yes. Now, the rules for the house are very simple. The very first time you come, welcome. We are beginning a friendship. And by the third time, your family. And our goal here at Jubilee Theater is that I'm going to walk in one day and say, family, make some noise in this wall-to-wall family. My prayer, my hope, my desire is that they feel home, that they feel that Jubilee Theater is a place for them, that regardless of what their outward expression looks like, be black, white, purple, green, yellow, or anything else, that you feel at home.
Put our hands together for another award-winning band, the Mighty Panther Marching Band from North Crowley High School. The Mighty Panther Band has earned consistent sweepstakes ratings at competitions across the state since their opening in 2000. Directors of the band are Chris Sample, Andy Twist, and Stephen Farrell. Sapphire Guard instructor Tristan Porter. Let's take a listen.
This is the North Crowley cheerleaders, but just to mention the band too, they had the instruments all decked out. Now we would see the cheerleaders with all their Santa hats on too. Listen, every single time we get to see the band with the cheerleaders and the dancers all in sync through these parades, they do such an incredible job.
Not to mention, they're getting their steps in tonight. They've already marched all the way from almost the county courthouse to here in front of the Fort Worth Convention Center, covering dozens of blocks of Fort Worth city streets tonight and making sure everyone in the crowd gets to hear them and see all that they have to showcase.
This is certainly a night you'll want to get your steps into. Just moving obviously keeps you a little bit warmer here at the Parade of Lights. We're so excited that you're joining us on this broadcast.
And also, I know we are broadcasting in downtown Fort Worth, but we've got so many other cities represented, including the city of River Oaks Event Center, which is presenting our hometown, nestled in the old oak trees along the Trinity River. Where small town meets metropolitan city streets is the Mayberry of Central Texas, River Oaks, Texas. And let's listen to the Grinch and see what he has to say before the holidays. He said, it's so bright. Yeah, Mr. Grinch. It is the Parade of Lights. It's for a reason. All right, next up, we've got the Texas Brahmas Baseball Club, where baseball turns into families. It was established in 2023 in Saginaw, Texas, my hometown. Coaches and staff include Oscar and Yesenia Perez, Nathan and Ashley Roy, Victor and Linda Rahman, and Luis and Stephanie Lopez. Way to go, Brahmas Baseball Club.
Good for them. And look at this truck. I mean, it's decked out too from front to back. Big text there in the front. See, it looks like it on the side. A large Christmas tree with tons of presents underneath too. And Frosty the Snowman up top, and he's holding a baseball.
And again, those large floats have to have at least 4,000 lights. Once again,
and
I
lots
think
of families
that they
on top too.
have outdone themselves. Oh, you recognize that car?
I do. Oh, I recognize this one. Look at that.
The DeLorean Owners Association making its way down the parade route.
This established back in 1983. The DeLorean Owners Association is an international organization and the oldest continuously running DeLorean organization in the world. It's right here in North Texas. The DeLorean organization hosts exciting events such as DeLorean Expos and the world-acclaimed Eurofest. An international DeLorean event held in Belfast, Northern Ireland, hosted once every 5 years. The next one taking place in June of 2026.
Yeah, really the car of the future from a few decades ago.
Yeah.
But excited to see them back on the streets in downtown Fort Worth tonight.
Cool.
Right behind them, we've got another incredible local band. Let's hear it for the Lake Worth High School Bullfrog Band and the sound and pride of the Lake Worth area. This band began in mid-1940s, has had extreme and tremendous growth, increasing from 80 students to approximately 400 members today. The Bullfrog Band consistently achieves superior ratings and best-in-class awards, and their wind ensemble is a perennial sweepstakes and grand champion winner across Texas and neighboring states. Let's take a listen.
I swear, I love to hear the sound of the drums. It just does something to you, especially during parades. The Fort Worth Bicycle Association is coming up next as they're rolling their way through. Established in 1970, they have become one of the largest bicycling clubs really here in North Texas, with members who ride for recreation, they ride for fitness, they ride for sport, bicycle endurance, competitive cycling events, and triathlons. This club has riders of all fitness levels, skill levels, and ages too, and they're riding through along our broadcast booth tonight too, down Main Street.
Yeah, and not to mention, look at the little doggy in the basket there.
Giving a little Toto action.
The doggy might need a sweater. The doggy might be cold.
That's cute.
And by the way, we also want to point out, it's very difficult to ride a bicycle at very low speed. So props to them for staying upright. That looks incredible.
We've got all kinds of items in our basket.
Three there.
Yeah.
Look at there.
It's good. And the flag on the back, too.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's able to stay as still as he is, but good for you.
Okay, up next behind them, we've got Fort Worth's premier balloon company, Affairs Afloat Balloon. Oh, my goodness, y'all, look at this.
This is cool.
We've got reindeers, we've got snowmen, all shining bright and wearing those wearable balloon costumes, pulling the magic sleigh as seen all around town and even up to the North Pole. Look at those wearable balloon costumes.
Yeah, I see people through the balloons, but they do look like they're just floating down the street, which is really remarkable to see.
That's talent. That is true talent.
For sure. And then it stretches back like a couple yards, and we're seeing more as they're walking up. We've got like a Frosty the Snowman. We've got a Rudolph balloon too. What else? There was Santa or Santa's elf.
Yes.
It was like Santa's elf.
So cute.
That is awesome. Little snowflakes too.
Okay, and by the way, they didn't just make one or two of each. They made dozens. Look, we've still got more snowflakes, more elves, presents, candy canes.
Bows, you name it.
Angels.
You can see it here tonight.
Santa's hat. We've even got some words. It spells out Happy Holidays.
Happy Holidays.
That took so much time.
It did. Okay, coming up, we also have Ballet Folklorico de Fort Worth Incorporated. Earlier this month, we had a chance to connect with Carmen Garcia. That's the organization's artistic director. Let's watch.
Being a folklorico dancer has really impacted me as a person because it has really helped me connect to my culture, to my roots.
I do this because I really like to spread my culture around Fort Worth and just have fun with my friends. I've made a lot of new friends, best friends.
This is our 20th anniversary. We love Fort Worth. I do it because I love to see what it brings to the dancer.
I feel proud every time after I perform. I showed everybody that I am a good dancer.
We finished last year with somewhere between 80 and 85 performances throughout the year. It's a lot of commitment.
It can be difficult, but with discipline and with hard work, if you love it, you'll be good at it.
To see the look on their face when they do get a step or when they know they've done a performance really well, that really warms my heart. I love it.
Grito is kind of like to hype up your peers when they are dancing. Ow! If you see us at the Parade of Lights.
If you see us at the Parade of Lights.
If you see Ballet Folklorico de Fort Worth at this year's Parade of Lights,
give us a grito.
Make sure to give us a grito.
Ow!
Look at this.
I know, this is incredible. Feliz Navidad. I love to see the passion and their performances, and just so excited to see them here with us tonight. This dazzling float, it captures the vibrant spirit and the warmth of a traditional Mexican Christmas celebration. At its heart are the dancers. They're dressed in beautiful Mexican ballet folklorico costumes, each representing a different region of Mexico. Ballet Folklorico de Fort Worth is a nonprofit organization proudly celebrating 20 years of preserving the legacy of its Mexican ancestors through the art of dance.
And right behind all those dazzling lights, we've got no stranger to this parade. Here comes Pure Grinch. And that's not just one Grinch, that's dozens of Grinches. Owned and operated by Kelly and Brenda Atkerson from Cedar Hill, Texas, Pure Grinch has evolved over the last 5 years into what you are seeing here tonight. And it is a lot to take in. With approximately 5,000 lights and 500 Grinch-themed characters throughout that Jeep, Pure Grinch would like to remind everyone in attendance to enjoy this wonderful parade and the holiday season with all your friends and family.
He's kind of leaning out towards on the side there, but really cool to see him. Okay, get ready to feel the spirit as the Townley Pep Squad, led by Miss Ashley Morgan, brings energy and also brings school pride to this year's GM Financial Parade of Lights. Established back in 2023, they are setting the path for leadership, academics, and service. They're accompanied by the John and Polly Townley Elementary staff and families, led by Sharmika Mills, alongside Everman ISD Superintendent Dr. Felicia Donaldson, and the administration team. Marching alongside them tonight is the Josie Bean Everman High School Marching Band, led by Christopher Johnson and William Heldreth. Adding visual flair is the dazzling Josie Bean Everman High School Color Guard.
And next up, that is another band with a lot of proud sounds coming from all those instruments. That's the Nolan Catholic Viking Band from Nolan Catholic High School right here in East Fort Worth. This award-winning program is celebrated for its outstanding musical excellence. Marching alongside them is Ballet Folklorico La Vaquina, showcasing the rich heritage, culture, and vibrant traditions of the Hispanic community through their dynamic dance performance. dances.
It's beautiful.
Oh,
coming up next. I know you're thinking, like, what are these funky little cars, right? Here comes another crowd favorite every single year, the Masla Shriners Carvettes, a precision competition team that brings awareness to the Shrine Children's Hospitals through participation in public events and also in parades, just like this one here tonight.
And you can see dozens of them have shown up because following the Carvettes are the Masla Shrine Badoons. An original band known as the Sons of the Deserts, participating in public events and making sure that those parades keep Shriners Hospital for Children top of mind for the public. And by the way, what a crowd-pleasing group. These are all shaking hands, giving high fives, fist bumps to all those kiddos that have been waiting hours to see all these beautiful floats.
Everybody's always fascinated because they're just so tiny, but they zoom so fast across the street. Rounding out the Masla Shrine entries as the Masla Shrine Motor Corps. The precision competition team also brings awareness to the Shrine Hospitals for children through participation in public events and parades. But the Masla Shrine mission is compassionate. It's innovative care that improves the quality of life for children and also their families.
So we've got all sorts of vehicles represented tonight. These might be the ones your kiddos like, I now want that for Christmas.
No,
I have to say, though, I don't think you can buy this again in Amazon. I think this is a pretty unique feature.
Yeah.
Oh, they pack some punch, too.
Yeah. And they're also so loud, so I'm sure mom and dad don't want the kids bringing these home either.
Not thinking so. But look at it drifting there. That's pretty impressive.
And of course, all illuminated in big bright lights, too. This guy goes, he was doing a little trick for us.
Yeah, he was ready. Oh, here they go. That's that talented core group, the Motor Corps. They're enjoying their moment in the spotlight. We'll give it to them. Give it up, Fort Worth. That's again the Masla Carvettes.
Awesome.
Oh, that's incredible. I mean, it has been so cool to see all the variety of entertainment and excitement here tonight. We've seen floats of all shapes and sizes. And a reminder, this is the Parade of Lights. That means that every entry in the parade has to be illuminated. We've got the large floats that are required to have 4,000 lights, but even just the cars, the golf carts, the tractors, those have to have 1,500 lights. And then people themselves have to have lights on them too.
And it speaks to the theme of this year's GM Financial Parade of Lights, which is Sparkle, Dazzle, and Shine. That is exactly what you'll see in every single entry. And this year's parade is just all of the illumination, the balloons, the spirit of Christmas. You'll see it in every single float and marching band member that passes by.
Right up behind them, please give a warm welcome, Fort Worth, to your Fort Worth Police Department. They are joined tonight by council members Alan Baylock and Michael D. Crane. Also featured is the dedicated Citizens on Patrol team, which is volunteers who help to keep our community safe. Their float highlights the spirit of volunteerism, and these individuals donate their time patrolling neighborhoods and assisting officers and lending a helping hand. They invite you to go beyond the badge, behind the light, by joining their mission to keep neighborhoods safer.
Now, here up next is a group that we know and love. This is Fort Worth Animal Care and Control, a city shelter and a wonderful collective of staff, fosters, and volunteers who work around the clock together to provide a safe and nurturing environment for every single animal. The shelter is always in need of adoptive and foster homes to support its mission. So to learn more about their work or to even get involved, you can find more information at fortworthtexas.gov.
Fort Worth Animal Control does so much for our local neighborhoods. And we know that tonight's parade is in full swing. There's so much more excitement to come. But now it's time to head to Circle Theater to hear more from Executive Director Tim Long. Take a look.
My name is Tim Long. I'm the Executive Director here at Circle Theater. And the history of Circle started in 1981, founded by a couple, Rose Pearson and Bill Newberry. They founded it on Bluebonnet Circle, hence the name Circle Theater. They were one of the pioneers of bringing new works to the city of Fort Worth. I mean, Circle Theater is a part of Fort Worth fabric. This is a regional life theater. We're not a commercial theater. Because it is part of our mission to do new works, it's also part of our mission to engage new artists. And we want to give opportunities to see an artist blossom, or see an artist take on a challenge that they haven't done before, or show a story in a way that hasn't been told before. In choosing a season, you want to have certain themes come up, but you also want to make it so that it's different and original. And so you're trying to put a mix. You don't go into Circle Theater and go, wow, it's a huge space. It's small, it's intimate. It's a totally different experience. The reason you come to Circle Theater is because you want to feel like you're in the show. You can't have that same experience as far back or as in a theater of a larger size. It is almost like watching a magician do his routine, where it's like you're looking for the sleight of hand. But it's a performance. And so at the end of the day, when you leave the theater, you're thinking about the story, about how they did certain things, or what happened, or what an actor did. And it's those moments that you're going to be thinking about 2 weeks after the show closed that really kind of celebrates what is important about Circle Theater.
Such amazing talent that we've seen here tonight at the GM Financial Parade of Lights. It's fascinating to see the unique experiencing each theater brings to its audiences. If you'd like to learn more about the Circle Theater and its upcoming season, just visit circletheater.com.
Next up, you're seeing it there, the Knights of Columbus. That is the next joining group for this Parade of Lights. The council, specifically 10930 and the St. Thomas the Apostle Catholic Church Youth Group, wishing you all a Merry Christmas and a reminder to keep Christ in Christmas.
Wow, and they're just bumping so hard, and keeping Christ in Christmas is certainly the way that we do that. Okay, coming up next, Deliverance Ministry and Healing Center USA International, also known as the Agents of Change.
And that right there is one of the largest student groups. It's the largest and loudest student organization at Crowley High School, the Mighty Eagle Band. This year, the band earned a Division I rating at UIL Marching Contest. The band is led by drum majors Christine Irwin, Diego Castro, and Kristen Malone. A good and happy holidays to them. And behind the band, it looks like that's the drill team. The dynamic team promotes scholarship, sisterhood, and service in the North Crowley community.
Up next, as you can see her rolling in her car with a beautiful crown on her head, please welcome Miss Fort Worth for 2026, Miss Sophia Rose Centurioni, and also Miss Fort Worth's team for 2026, Miss Addison Penley. Both young ladies will be competing in the Miss and Teen Texas competition in Richardson, Texas at the end of June 2026. And if they win, they will be going to Miss America or Miss America's Teen to compete at the national competition. These are all scholarship programs to help these young ladies pay for their college education.
And they do so much nonprofit work in our communities as well, giving of their time and their talents to all sorts of organizations around DFW and specifically here in Fort Worth. Up next, we've got a beautiful float with, it looks like, Fort Worth Councilman Chris Nettles riding in the Joy of Life float with his family, who he says brings him joy every day. When life gets hard, think of the joy in your life. A big happy holidays from Councilman Nettles.
It's good to see him there. It looks like he's with his family too, waving to the crowds here alongside Main Street. Happy holidays to you and your families. Up next, we have Tarrant County College, where the possibilities are, of course, endless. Now, let's take a look at their drama program during a recent production of Barefoot in the Park.
We're gonna go into a 5-minute hold. Your next call will be for places. T, you already took care of the mic, right? How are your shoes looking, J-Ron? When you experience actually being behind the scenes versus being an actor, it's so vastly different, and it gives you a much greater appreciation for everything that happens because it seems simple, but it's not simple. One of my biggest checks is this light switch. It has to be down. If it's not down, there's a problem. You got this. This is going to be good.
So Barefoot in the Park is the sweetest show ever. I adore it with all my heart.
It's very funny to watch. As I'm on stage, I can't laugh. But in my head, I'm just like, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
TCC is a great environment to be around.
You feel closer to your classmates. You feel closer to your community.
I feel confident because the teachers here, they are so supportive, and it makes me realize that like I really can do anything.
I like how connected I am here. There's so many resources here for me, and it was really no-brainer to come here and, start. Because this is the start of something great.
And it's so nice to find a community and a place where you feel safe and you belong.
This is my first time really being in a show here, and I have just enjoyed every minute of it. I don't ever want it to end.
One sign of an effective education system is seeing the students enjoying the learning process, and these talented students certainly seem to be enjoying their experience. With campuses throughout Tarrant County, TCC has so much to offer, no matter what you want to pursue.
Well, first up for TCC, we have students from the Kinesiology Club at TCC Northeast. And I don't know about you, but I couldn't carry those flags and run around for this entire parade route, but they certainly can. I mean, look at them go. Behind them are more students entertaining the crowd as our favorite reindeer. But next, the award-winning drumming from one of TCC's partner high schools, Arlington High. And finally, bringing up the rear is Toro, the trailblazer that is TCC's beloved mascot.
Oh, they've got the reindeer cleanup crew too. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, they're important.
All right, next up we've got nationally ranked Fort Worth Zoo presenting Jubilee Lights. The Fort Worth Zoo is celebrating several notable births this year, including an Asian elephant calf, lion cubs, and critically endangered gharial alligators. The zoo's conservation work impacts species locally and around the world. You can visit FortWorthZoo.com or .org, that is, to find out how you can support the conservation efforts. By the way, Fort Worth Zoo, if you've not been recently, they have so many incredible baby animals that are just in such a joy to be able to see. And they do so much great work for so many different endangered species. Such a gem that we have right here in Fort Worth.
They absolutely do. It's so good to see all of the families that go there weekend in and week out. It's good to see them in the parade this year. Representing pride, culture, and confidence, please welcome the Little and Junior Miss Juneteenth North Texas and their court for this year. This program celebrates the beauty, intelligence, and culture of young African-American girls ages 6 through 12. It provides mentorship, cultural education, and community service involvement. Tonight, these participants, they shine as young leaders and represent grace, excellence, and the spirit of Juneteenth, reminding us all of the importance of freedom, history, and of hope.
Look at them. They look beautiful.
All wrapped up. Oh, look at the smile. And, of course, the wave of a queen and a princess.
Got it going on.
There you go, girl.
We're hearing some more music coming down the streets right now. That means that we've got another band heading our way. And this next band is a little bit different from maybe your traditional jazz band or traditional marching band because it's a jazz band. It's the East Fort Worth Community Jazz Band, which is a nonprofit organization with 24 accomplished musicians from all parts of the Metroplex who share a passion for music. They've got two missions: to present free quality concerts throughout the year, to award scholarships to high school seniors. Last season, they awarded $10,000 in scholarships, and if you'd like more information or to donate to their cause, you can visit their website, efwcjb.com. Let's take a listen. Oh, we've got some excitement for this next group, and you're hearing the Aruga. That is the sound of the Fort Worth Model A Club, formed in 1962, consists of over 200 family memberships. The club is for Ford cars and trucks manufactured between 1928 and 1931. The cars are known by those characteristic sounds that their horns make. So let's see if we can hear it tonight. You hear it?
Yeah.
Aruga, aruga. And we've got more of those incredible cars coming their way. The Model A Club has been a part of the Fort Worth Parade of Lights since its inception, having participated in each of the 43 parades. These beautiful cars take on special personalities and are sparkling, dazzling, and certainly shining tonight.
It's always especially cool just to see the super old cars, and watching them all illuminated in big bright light, it's even more special.
Yes. And to think there's so many of them right here in
They
Fort
just keep
Worth.
coming.
All sorts of models. Look at
there's different horns too.
That's a special
That was a
horn.
treat.
That
I
was
didn't
a
hear that
custom.
one. And we see them waving outside, sticking their little arms out. The arms aren't illuminated, but the entire cars are.
I think we'd have a lot less road rage in America if the horns still sounded like that. Can we go back to that horn sound?
I can't be mad at that.
No.
No, there's something
If that was
special
honking at
about
me, I'd be
it.
like, keep going.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so here we have Keep Fort Worth Beautiful. This is an organization within the Environmental Services Department with the City of Fort Worth, encouraging all residents to take an active role in maintaining a clean, safe, and beautiful community through a variety of volunteer opportunities and environmental programs. When it comes to litter in Fort Worth, you better stop it, report it, or pick it up.
And those street sweepers have stayed busy in Fort Worth, that's for sure. And look at that. Tonight, not in service, just enjoying the parade. Yep. But next up, we've got the Dallas Derby Devils. Their mission is to provide all youth, women, men, and gender-expansive individuals to opportunities to participate in the sport of flat track roller derby. They do it at local and national and even international levels to connect with diverse community partners and to foster camaraderie and self-confidence both on and off the track. The Devils are celebrating their 20th year by playing Derby in Dallas. You can check out their bouts in the 2026 season by visiting DallasDerbyDevils.com for their complete schedule. Wow. I mean, it's been so many unique and incredible entries for the 43rd Annual Parade of Lights, brought to you by GM Financial, an incredible organization that we're proud to have here in downtown Fort Worth. They employ so many people in Tarrant County, and they do this production so well, and we're so thrilled to be a part of it for many years.
And we share our enthusiasm with GM Financial about the spirit of Christmas and the holiday season. There's something that's so special for me and my family about the holidays. I know yours too. And so this is something that we look forward to each and every single year as our partnership with them here.
Yes, and by the way, this is the 43rd year for the parade. So the fact that this has become such a tradition for Fort Worth and for even our neighboring cities. I mean, we've had Crowley represented tonight. We've had River Oaks. I mean,
over North Texas.
everyone has an identity and a location here that can be celebrated for the holiday season.
For sure. So far, your favorite entry that's passed by.
Oh, I don't know. The piñata. The piñata was pretty incredible.
That one was my favorite too.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just stunning to see earlier. And look at all the families that we're showing you here too as well that are kind of lined up around the parade route. Everybody's having such a good time.
And you know what? Everybody's kind of bustling around us getting comfortable because we're waiting for that next float, but I can already see it off in the distance. It's shining bright with some hot pink lights. So if you've got maybe a little girl in your house that likes the color pink, this one's for them.
Yeah, tell her to come on over. Look at this one.
It's back for a second year. It is Love That Door with their dazzling Christmas pink snow globe featuring their custom iron pergola, Euro easy sliders, and steel pivot doors.
Look at this. I mean, this is incredible too. I see a Christmas tree that's kind of stuffed inside the little right-hand window.
Yeah, it looks like a little snow globe.
As it gets closer, we're going to be able to get a better look. But it's called Love That Door, and I'd love to see this. The pink is shining bright, and the truck is pink to go with it.
Yeah, they're very on theme for sure.
I love the pink.
Right behind them, you're going to be able to notice some vehicles that you might have spotted around town. Maybe you haven't seen those Ford Model A's, or maybe you haven't seen the Teslas, but this is something you definitely, look at that beautiful glass.
Wow.
Those Christmas trees, we're finally getting a little bit of a view of it. And man, it is gorgeous. It really does kind of resemble a snow globe. That's gorgeous.
Is when we're going to start to see a lot of oohs and ahs right here behind us from the crowd. This is certainly a crowd pleaser just because it's just so stunning to look at. It's like literally watching a life-size snow globe right in front of you, but just magnified 10 times.
All right, right behind that beautiful glass and door pergola is the Jeep Girl Mafia. And it's called what it is for a reason. This club was created by a woman to support and encourage other women and empower them to learn more about their vehicles and be confident in everything that can be done in a Jeep. That, I think, is the most lights I've seen on a single vehicle all night long.
I think so, too. I mean, look at it. It's incredible. And they're blinking so fast. I kind of can't help but catch your eye.
Yeah. Jeep Girl Mafia representing tonight with multiple vehicles, a dinosaur on top. I know your son Cairo loves dinosaurs.
He loves dinosaurs, and so I know that he would absolutely love it. He's watching from home right now, but he would love this too.
And they're jamming out too. You
Jeeps,
can hear little Christmas
the lights,
tunes.
Yeah. And the different themes. Are they honking?
Yeah, the license plate says it, y'all. Make it pink. Definitely pink, and pink lights to top it off with. We've got so many members of the Jeep Girl Mafia.
And they are bumping in there. Do you see them?
They're having fun.
Through the windshield?
Oh,
look at little ones. She's peeking out like, is anybody watching?
Do you recognize that man behind there? That's Super Frog. If you've got a TCU Horned Frog in your family, you know what that's all about. Representing the TCU Horned Frogs is the most unique tradition in college football, the TCU Froghorn, along with the one and only, the heart and the hype of TCU, Super Frog himself, bringing the energy and the spirit tonight. By the way, you're seeing those cowboy hats. That's because he's accompanied by the TCU Rangers, the Showgirls, and some of the TCU cheer team.
And he's living up to all the hype. He's getting the crowd really going.
Let's see if will that go? Will that Froghorn, does it work? Does it work when it's on a trailer?
I don't know. Think we could hear it?
I don't know. It's pretty loud.
Yeah.
They play it a touch.
Oh, we heard it.
There we hear it.
Too soon.
It definitely works.
Okay.
Even when in movement.
Okay, next up, Great Southwestern Construction. Proudly serving our region for more than 45 years, they are honored to take part in this year's parade. Their team continues to build and maintain the reliable electrical infrastructure that keeps our towns energized and also connected. Let's give a big holiday cheer to the linemen and women who keep our lights glowing, our trees twinkling, and the spirit of the season shining bright. The linemen and women, they jam too, clearly.
Yeah, they listen while they work, for sure. Yeah. All right, right behind them, we've got even more fun with the Fort Worth Museum of Science and History presenting Dynamite Holiday Lights. Oh, what fun you'll have this holiday season at the Fort Worth Museum of Science and History. You can ignite your child's imagination and your own with their current exhibits. Plan your visit today by visiting ft.worth for more information.
Look at this.
We've got some scientists. We've got some astronauts. We've got a dinosaur.
I was wondering what that was. That's a dinosaur at the top.
That is a dinosaur. Okay. Well, coming up next, we have the GM Financial Signature Flow. But first, let's go over to Casa Manana and hear from Lindsay Russian about the historic and iconic Fort Worth Theater.
My name is Lindsay Russian. I'm the Vice President of Advancement. Casa Manana is unique to Fort Worth because in 1936, Amon Carter wanted to build something that rivaled Dallas. So they built this 4,000-seat amphitheater that fed the audience dinner, had a moat and a water curtain. They did have to tear it down for the war efforts in 1939, but the idea didn't die, and it was brought back in 1958, and here we are today. Theater, by definition, brings audiences together. It brings people together for a shared experience. And at Casa, we have a Broadway series, we have children's theater, we have a cabaret series, we have educational programming so that everyone in our community can enjoy live theater. Casa started as a Broadway summer stock theater, bringing people together for Broadway shows. But in 1963, they added the children's theater programming, which we have continued every year. We have anywhere between 4 and 5 children's theater productions, thousands of school children that come from all over the Metroplex. And for many, it's their very first time and perhaps their only time to experience live theater. Teachers and students come back and tell us, I was inspired and I want to take a class, or I have students that want to get involved. It's pretty exciting to hear, and it's why we continue to do what we do. Casa Manana is the house of tomorrow, and we will continue to serve our community well into the future.
And here it is. We're excited for And here it is. We're excited for it to be here right along Main Street. The GM Financial Parade of Lights, Sparkle, Dazzle, Shine, showcasing Fort Worth's dedication to the arts. And by the way, you see her right there on the front of the parade float. We're honored to have Fort Worth Mayor Maddie Parker with us tonight. Accompanying the mayor is her son Laney and representatives from the performing arts community that we've heard from tonight, including Casa Manana, Jubilee Theater, and Circle Theater. Let's give them all a standing ovation.
Oh, it's great to see the mayor out here tonight, obviously celebrating the holiday season and kicking it off here in downtown Fort Worth with us. Up next, we have mentors from Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Greater Tarrant County, lighting the way for littles to explore a galaxy full of possibilities. With the Star Wars 501st Legion beside them, this entry shows how mentoring creates lasting impact, and it also helps every child to find their path in life.
And the force is with them for sure. Yeah. These little lightsabers are shining bright along these streets. We've got more lightsabers coming our way too. Don't be scared.
Look at the cart. I love the buggy here. Little wheelbarrow. Doesn't want to walk.
Pretty smart, honestly. That she has the right idea. Some Jedis and some Knights all coming down the street.
And some more lightsabers too.
Oh, we are jamming out. You know, I'm not much of a Star Wars aficionado, but I know that you're seeing, if you know Star Wars, you're recognizing it. I know that one. That's Darth Vader. I know that one. I don't know the others, but I know that if you know them, you know them.
And they're also decked out in lights and holding candy canes too instead of sabers. Swap out the sabers for a candy cane.
A little holiday
Oh, okay. And a giant Christmas light, too.
We took it to a little holiday extreme there. We love it. That is creativity at its finest.
Yes.
We've got some unison dancing going on with the lightsabers, too. All right, up next, we've got another dazzling parade entry headed our way. How about that big Fort Worth welcome to downtown engine truck number 1. And they call it the big one for a reason. This 100-foot tall platform ladder truck driven by Fort Worth's bravest and ridden on by many of the much appreciated local firefighters represents a fully equipped and highly skilled array of first responders. So a big Fort Worth welcome to Fort Worth Fire.
Yeah, we heard that engine go off and we were thinking, oh, we couldn't help but turn around and take a look at it.
It's also hard to ignore the lights and sirens.
Oh, that looks great. And I think these folks are so brave for getting all the way on at the top, but we love to see the smiles and the waves, too.
They look great.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. What next?
This one is one of my favorite. Here comes this year's Santa Band, which means Santa Claus is not too far here behind. This year's Santa Band is none other than the Northside High School Mariachi Band. The Northside High School Mariachi Escuelas de la Plata was founded in 1979 and has become a highly sought-after performance group throughout the United States. The mariachi is performed at various venues throughout the United States and even toured Switzerland, Germany, and Austria in 2019. Today they sparkle, they dazzle, and of course they shine in their traditional mariachi attire while performing their version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Let's listen.
And Santa is coming to town. He is in town. He's here in Fort Worth with us tonight. And he brought along his lovely lady, Mrs. Claus, with him. Santa and Mrs. Claus bringing us all best wishes for the holidays. What an incredible finale it is to the Fort Worth GM Financial Parade of Lights.
Yeah, rolling through in style. I mean, if you waited all night long just to see Santa roll through and Mrs. Claus, now is your moment to step to the street if you're here, but also to lean in really close on the TV if you're watching from home.
All
Look
right.
how incredible this float is.
Kiddos, on the count of 3, go ahead and yell out to Santa what you're wanting for Christmas this year. 1, 2, 3. Santa is here, and he is closing out the parade with a bang. A huge thank you to everyone, including all the participants lining the streets in downtown Fort Worth, for joining us for the 43rd annual edition of the GM Financial Parade of Lights. What a spectacular night it has been.
That's right. It certainly has been, Madison. And we want to thank you, of course, at home, everyone, for joining us for the 43rd GM Financial Parade of Lights. We're just so blessed to be able to come back this year.
And on behalf of Downtown Fort Worth Initiatives, Inc. and our title sponsor, GM Financial, we hope you have a happy and a safe holiday season.